boys and girls, this is Miss Sarah from the Y. If you've been following along, if you were in my class actually, we've been doing a different letter of the week with a food that matches every week. When we got to letter Z, I was going to make zucchini bread with you, which I have actually not made before, so it's going to be a fun experiment. First thing we got to do, wash our hands. You know that. We learn, we're going to sing our ABCs. I'm not going to sing it though. Director. Alright, so now we washed our hands, we're going to start looking at our recipe. Zucchini bread, I got this from allrecipes.com, and I'll post it with the video. First thing we need to do is preheat our oven to 325. And then grease and flour. It says 2 8x4 pans. They're loaf pans, but I'm going to make a couple of mini loaves. I got 4 pans ready. Hi, come here. Can you say hi, everybody? Hi. So I have my cooking spray. Pause it. Alright, the first step is to sift 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. So we're going to start with the flour. When I was in high school, I took cooking classes, and they told me you're supposed to spoon in your flour and not scoop it. I usually don't follow that rule though. Put it into my sifter. There's 1. Now this recipe says the prep is about 20 minutes. So if you are in my class, just know that I do miss cooking with you guys, and you inspired me to continue doing this next year. I'm just sorry that we waited until the letter I to start doing a food of the week, and I'll start it with A next year, and we'll go all through the year. And that's 3. Alright, so we have our flour. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, which I already grabbed over here. Let's take the lid off my shaker. Grab my teaspoon, shake it to level it, add it in with the flour. Teaspoon of baking powder. I level it on the edge of the can here. Put that in. I'm going to switch teaspoons for my baking soda. And this is 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. That is the spoon side, which doesn't fit very well. We use a lot of cinnamon in my house. And now, I'm going to go ahead and sift. What do you want me to do there? Alright, everything is all sifted. My husband was trying to sign what I needed to do instead of just telling me. I don't know why. So next I need 3 eggs, a cup of vegetable oil. Let's start with the eggs. Pretty soon I'll have my own farm fresh eggs. I'm excited. And they are going to go into a different bowl. 1. 2. 3 eggs. Back in the fridge. 1 cup of vegetable oil. I have, but I didn't know if I had enough. And I need vanilla and sugar. Alright, so sugar and vanilla. I need 2 1/4 cups of sugar. If you're an older school-age child who used to be in preschool with us, I'm going to use just the 1/4 cup. I'm going to use 9 of them because then I have to wash 1 dish. So, if you're a preschooler, you can count with me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Diabetes.
Now, a few more math fractions for you. I need 3 teaspoons of vanilla. 3 teaspoons is equal to 1 tablespoon. Because I already used my teaspoons earlier and I don't want to wash them right now. So, open my vanilla here. 3 teaspoons of vanilla is 1 tablespoon, and I have a 1/2 tablespoon measurement, so I'm going to use 2 of these. 1, 2. Now we're going to use our electric mixer to cream our ingredients here. One day I will have a standing mixer again. First, I like to mix it up to crush the yolks a little bit first. So we're going to turn it on.
How do you know when it's creamed, Miss Sarah?
It's creamy. I'm not a professional here. Alright, that looks nice and smooth. It's not all chunky like it was before. Once we've done this, we are going to add in our sifted ingredients. When I use flour, I go slow because when I turn this mixer back on, it's going to blow everywhere. So then I also will mix the flour in with the wet ingredients before I start my mixer to avoid the flour, poof, going everywhere. What are you doing? Now remember, I am not a professional cook. Everything I've learned on my own or from my high school cooking teacher. So, ready?
2, 1.
Alright, so you want to mix so everything is well blended. If you see this here, I actually should have probably used a dough hook since I'm making bread. It wouldn't have built up so far on my mixers. Next, we are going to prep our zucchini. So if we come over here, my husband was kind enough to already wash it for us. I'm doing one at a time. We're going to cut off both heads. Now, if you were in my class, you know that I would never ever let you use a knife like this. Parents should use knives, not children. Safety first. This is a grater. It is very sharp. I'll tell you right now that Arliss cut his finger using a potato with it. So, we're going to be very careful. Our recipe calls for 2 cups of grated zucchini. So, it's nice and easy. down the grater. Again, I'm no Gordon Ramsay, not a professional. Alright, so this was the second zucchini I shredded. And my husband had the idea and thought maybe you're supposed to squeeze the water out of it to get a more accurate measurement. Now, if this bread turns out really bad, I will let you know, don't squeeze your zucchini. Again, I have not made this before, we are testing.
And it's all Arliss's fault.
Now, we did also have a failure when I made noodles for the letter N. I should have tried those at home first. So, add that in here. We already put in the first cup of zucchini. Here's our second cup of zucchini. We'll come over here and add this to our bread. Right. Put this in the sink and we'll wash my hands again to get all the zucchini off me. Let's see. Mel, do you want to say hi? You want to say hi?
Say hi.
No. Much more personable in person. Say hi. Alright, so now we're going to come over here and we are going to mix in our zucchini. There's a lot of zucchini. This recipe also calls for 1 cup of chopped walnuts, but I don't like walnuts, so we're not putting them in. But if you like walnuts, add them in. It's very thick. A stand mixer would probably be very helpful, and so would my dough hook. So I'm actually going to turn this off.
Go.
Okay, so now I have my dough hooks, and the recipe says to add zucchini until well combined. This is not well combined, so we're going to keep on going. You see, when you have the dough hooks, it doesn't climb up like it does with the regular beaters. Alright, the recipe says to grease and flour your pans. I did not flour them earlier, so I'm going to do it now. I just get about a pinch and sprinkle it in there. Just going to make sure your bread's not sticking. Now, if this were something I was doing in my classroom, I was actually going to attempt to make zucchini bread in a toaster oven. I did muffins successfully and cookies in there, so I feel like I could have done the bread. Just would have taken quite a while. Alright, now...
Say hi, Violet. Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm going to take my dough hooks and put them in the sink. And we are going to pour our batter into our 4 pans here. I'm going to do one last scoop with my rubber spatula here. And this is nice, well combined, not big chunks of zucchini like we saw before. So... oh, that's coming out real quick. There's one.
How full are you making your muffin pans?
About half.
Or loaf pans?
Loaf pans. About half. I know it is going to rise a bit. I don't know how much. Again, I'm learning with you. And now, I am going to take these into the Y and have some of your favorite people taste test it. So Mr. Bob is very excited to be a taste tester. Miss Sonia, I believe, I'm going to get her to taste test it. Teresa and all the other teachers. I'll probably just leave 1 loaf at my house, actually, and take the rest and just work with me. And we will let you know if it's any good. Oh! That was not good. Don't do that. I'm not going to use this pan now. Actually, get one of my big loaf pans out. Let me wash the batter off my hands. Alright, so if you have mini loaf pans like I did, I was able to fit 5 minus the one I dropped on my foot. That hurt a little bit. So now I'm actually going to move Violet.
What?
Eating, baby. Consider your child.
No baked baby today?
Oh, I know. She's not happy. Alright, we're going to take our zucchini bread. We're going to put it in the oven. I bake on the top rack always. You can't convince me otherwise. The recipe says 40 to 60 minutes. That's for
This is the same
pans.
reaction Bob had when he found out that the zucchini bread was going to be delayed.
I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes and we'll test it then. Alright, safety first. So I have my oven mitt. Our timer went off at 30 minutes. We checked it, not done. 35, not done. So I threw a random 8 minutes on there. It takes 43 minutes. So I'd say 40 to 45, depending on your oven. Excuse me, Chai. Oh.
Come on, dog.
So I'm going to pull the whole tray out. Probably should use 2 hands. Set it on top of the stove. Take a toothpick. Straight through the middle. Looks clean. Little gooey. Clean. 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 We are good to go. We are going to have some zucchini bread tomorrow at work. Alright, we'll take reactions then. Bye, everybody.